Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here for my February wrap up. So in January I had this huge month where I read 15 books and I was really hoping to be able to keep some of that momentum going in February, but I didn't. I read 7, which is less than I normally read. I normally read 8 books a month, but I have a reason. So this month I read, 4 romances, 3 fluffy, 1 more serious, 1 fantasy, and I had 2 books that were my audiobooks. And I also DNF'd 2 books, which is part of the reason that my reading was worse, was because of this book. I tried reading Sawkill Girls with my friend Renee, and she liked it a lot. She gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I made it 100 pages in. My bookmark is still in it. And it was boring me so badly that it put me into a minor slump. So it took me a little bit to get out of it. Hi guys, editing me, and I realized that I am terrible at wrap-ups. I need to work on these to make them better. And I'm here because I didn't actually explain why I did not like Sawkill Girls, which I guess is kind of the point of a wrap-up, is to tell you what the book is about and why I like it or don't like it. And I didn't tell you anything about Sawkill Girls. So the problem here was that the characters felt really flat. My husband suggested that maybe the person was doing too much telling and not enough showing, and I think that very well may be the problem, because I just couldn't get into it. Everybody just felt meh. And the story wasn't bad. I don't really understand this. I didn't really understand the story because I didn't get far enough in it to really grasp what was going on. I only got 100 pages. But from what I could understand, it's about this girl who moves to this island that it's like the Stepford version of her life. And everybody on this island is perfect except for the fact that people keep disappearing, and they're all girls. And there is 3 different characters. You have the one who just moved there, you have the outcast, and you have the popular chick. And the popular chick has got some secrets because within the first few pages, she's in the woods talking to something. But the problem wasn't the story, it was how it was written. It was really, really flat. I did not care about the characters. I did not care what was going on. It could not hold my attention, and I'm pretty forgiving when it comes to reading, and I just could not get through it. So I really think that it was a matter of the way it was written. And because of that, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to read any more Clara Grant. I do have Fury Born, and I will give it a try, but I don't have high hopes at this moment, because if this is a writing style thing, I definitely don't like it. And that's really a bummer. So I'm hoping that maybe I could listen to it later on, and I'm much more forgiving when it comes to listening to things because I don't notice some of those qualities as much. And so I'm gonna try to listen to it to see if that helps. But let's see if I have to come in and talk anymore during this wrap up, or if I actually described things. And in order to get out of it, I read these. I have Only Yours, Only Mine, and Finding Perfect. They're like 3, 4, and 5 or something like that in the series. I'm still waiting for 6. It was supposed to get here like a month ago, maybe not a month ago, a couple weeks ago at least. And it didn't get here. It hasn't gotten here yet. It's lost somewhere. I got my money back for it, and I'm still kind of hoping it will show up because I don't have another way to buy it right now. And so I don't know. But these are really cute. They're Susan Mallory's Fool's Gold series. They're light, they're fun, they're squishy. One of them, this one is a little bit more of a heavier topic. This one is about Montana, who is a dog trainer, and a guy named Simon, who's a surgeon. He is a plastic surgeon, burn specialist, and it was a little bit more heavy than the rest of them. This one is about a reality show. It has Dakota in it. They're all sisters. These 2 are sisters, and the 3rd sister book I haven't gotten here yet. Dakota is in this one, and she is with this guy named Finn, and there's a reality show in their little town, and Finn's brothers decided to ditch their last semester of college to go and be on this reality show, and he's upset about it. And she's working on the show as a representative for the town to make sure that they don't ruin the town. And of course, love story. This one I read a while ago. And this one is about a woman named Pia, and what's his name? I don't remember. Raul. Raul is an ex-football star, and Pia is a party planner. Pia was left some embryos, and she has to decide what to do with them, and Raul is there to help. Again, all very cute, all very fluffy, nothing serious in most of these. This one's the most serious of the group, but still, all cute, all fluffy. The other romance I read was Born in Fire by Nora Roberts. Hers are still kind of cute and fluffy, but they are definitely more serious. There's more serious undertones. They have more serious storylines. They're just better quality books. So if this was junk food, like, I don't know, Skittles hops into my head. Tiny little bites of sweetness. This is higher quality junk food. This is like biology pizza, because you can put good stuff on it, but it's still pizza. So you kind of get the gist here. This is a little bit more serious. This one is the first book in a trilogy. It's about a woman who is a glass blower and a gallery owner. And she grew up in this tiny little town in Ireland. And there's lots of drama with parental drama. The book starts off with her father dying, and it's about how she's handling it, how her family is working through it. And it's, like I said, it's a little more heavy, but it's still cute. It still has those moments that make me happy that it's a romance, but it has a little bit heavier of a storyline. And there are 2 more books to it. And it's one of those books where you're kind of like, the fact that there's 3 books and it's a trilogy about 3 sisters gives a little something away, because there's only 2 sisters in this book. I'm curious, where's the 3rd sister? I have a feeling it's going to be a surprise. I have not moved on from that just yet, because I have been working on this book. I finished Six of Crows. This was my school book, so I was reading this at school, and I've noticed that on weekdays I don't read at night because I'm too tired. So I'll read at school during my lunch, during times when the kids are all studiously working, but it took me a long time to get through this one because I've been working in a special ed department and I don't have time to read in the special ed department, so I've only been reading during my lunch, and there's only so much you can get done during your lunch. But I did finish this one, and I am in the last section of the Crooked Kingdom, and it's not at all what I expected. I hear is a group of kids that are like 17, 18 years old who are going on a heist, and you kind of get this image in your head that they're like these little thieving kids, but it's not. I mean, they are, but it's really not what this book is about. And the heist is nothing like I expected it to be. It's very dramatic, it's very heart-wrenching, and I'm very scared because I just hit the part 6 in Crooked Kingdom and I am really worried. So I think Lady Bardugo has my heart. I love her. Now, in the mix of reading all these, when I do read, on like nights and weekends and stuff, if I manage to read anything, I have definitely been on the fluffy romances, as you have seen. But I also tried something new. When I finished these ones, before I picked up the Nora Roberts ones, I wanted to try something different. And I just got a book outlet order like a week and a half ago. You guys saw it last week. And in it, I had an Alice Hoffman book. And it's called The Ice Queen. And I started reading it. It's about this girl who is like the giver of death, basically. She will wish for death and it will come. So she wishes for herself to get struck by lightning, but she wasn't specific enough. She didn't wish to die by the lightning, she just wished to be struck by lightning. And so the first chunk of the book is talking about how she thinks she's basically death. And then it goes into her getting hit by lightning, living through it, and then how she's coping with it. And I made it a good chunk of the way through this book, and it's not very long, it's only 200 pages, and I made it like 100 and something pages through it. The problem is that it was really bizarre. It is an entire internal monologue. There's very little plot. There's very little interaction with other people. There's very little dialogue. It is just pages of writing. And it's almost, I mean, there's a little bit of dialogue right here, but that's like all of it. So the whole book is just an internal monologue. And at first I was okay with it. It was slow, but it was still oddly interesting. And then I had a night where I had a really bad headache and I wanted to read really bad. So I decided to grab the audiobook from my library and start listening to it. It was the worst idea. I listened to it for like half an hour, and at the very end, after that half an hour, I just turned it off. I put the book on my desk and said, never mind. And my husband laughed and he goes, I'm surprised it took you that long. And he's like, because the whole book is just, it was okay until I tried listening to it. And then it just turned sour on me. And there was a couple of scenes in there. She's like obsessed with this guy who was also struck by lightning and who runs really, really hot because of it. And it was just, it was weird. I like romance, and this was categorized as romance-ish. And I thought, okay, that's cool. I can handle that. No, nope, 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 nope. Sawkill Girls I might try again on audiobook, but Ice Queen is going to my in-hauls. So the last two books that I got through this month were Lady Midnight and Lord of Shadows. So when Queen of Air and Darkness came out, I decided to go ahead and start the last section because I've been slowly working my way through the entire series, prepping for the last book of the trilogy to come out. I got through all the short stories recently, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna start this soon. And so I went ahead and started this. I think that started at the very end of last month. And I made it through both books because, like I said, if I'm really tired, I have a headache or something, and I can't physically read, I listen. Guys, these books, okay, so these books are about, it's about the LA Shadowhunters. I can't tell you too much. The characters from the original series are cameos in this. There is characters from quite a bit of the series in this. I can't really tell you too much about it because there's too much linked in with this book that's linked into the other books. But it's always those aha moments when the titles make sense though. This one, I'm going to warn you, do not finish this book unless you have the Queen of Air and Darkness ready to go, because this book leaves off at a horrible spot and you're gonna want the next one because it picks up right where this one leaves off. And I cried through the first 3 chapters of Queen of Air and Darkness because of how this one ended. But I liked them both a lot. I was really concerned about Cassie Clare. I was thinking that I was going to stop reading her altogether, and now I don't feel that way anymore because this definitely changed my opinion of her books and gave her a new lease on life in my reading taste. So I will keep reading her because of these books. My light's getting a little funky. I had to turn a normal light on, so it still looks a little weird. And I'm done talking for the most part. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go, and I will see you in another video soon. Bye.